You obviously have a deep resume in the comedy world.
It comes from so much pain. It comes from so
We can all relate. We're all broken. Come on. Welcome to Gettin Grilled. I'm Jordan Stratton, and today we're serving up Tony Hale. You recognize him from comedic classics like Arrested Development and Veep, but his most recent project is actually an animated show called Archibald's Next Big Thing Is Here. It's based on a children's book that Tony co-wrote and follows the adventures of a charismatic young chicken who, sometimes naively, always sees the best in every situation and in everyone. I like to think that's how all chickens approach life, but that's just me. The new season is streaming on NBC's Peacock right now, but before you check it out, let's get grilling. All right, so Tony, let's talk about Archibald a little bit. Can you just walk me through the storyline about how Archibald came to be?
So I did a book years ago with my buddies Tony Biagni and Victor Huckabee, and when I was working on Arrested Development, which was so many years ago, I was finding that I was on a great show and I was still looking to my next thing. And it's like, wow, I need to wake up to the fact that if I spend so much time thinking about my next adventure, I'm going to miss the adventure I'm on. So I wrote this little book about this little chicken who's always looking to his next thing and missing where he is. Had a great experience. It was fun, kind of came and went. And then years later, my friends Jake and Drew thought about maybe turning the book into a show. And we pitched it to DreamWorks, and my buddy Eric Fogel came on board. And it's just been this amazing experience because now Archibald is a chicken. He's kind of learned this lesson about, trying to be present. He sees the best in everyone, the best in every situation. He makes a ton of mistakes, but his attitude towards the mistakes is like, you know what, that's life. And he just kind of goes with it. And then in the end, there's always a reason for each of these mistakes.
You obviously have a deep resume in the comedy world.
It comes from so much pain. It comes from so much.
We can all relate. We're all broken. Come on. But this is a bit of a foray into a different direction, opposed to the likes of Arrested Development and Veep and all these other roles that you're famous for. How do you write for a different demographic like children? How do you know what's going to land? Do you run things by your daughter? What does that look like?
I think Archibald and Veep have similar audiences. So no. When it comes to dialogue and when it comes to jokes, you don't want to dumb it down too much. Kids really pick up on comic timing.
Yeah.
And if a joke is thought through and it's not just, a fart joke or something like that, it's not so basic. Kids pick up on a really good storyline. And so we really tried to push ourselves. And also the wild thing is I was shooting Veep at the same time I was working on the last season of this last season of Archibald. And so it's very strange to go from the different worlds. But the character I played in Veep, Gary, he always stood behind Selena Meyer and he would live in kind of the nonverbal. And so he would make a lot of odd noises, like, That's the only way he could communicate sometimes. And Archibald's kind of similar. I kind of gleaned from that because somebody might say something to Archibald and he would just have the answer of just going, okay, or ha. He would just do random noises. And to me, they were just as funny.
Yeah.
So it was, to answer your question, we tried to come from an honest place with the stories many times, but also trying not to dumb them down because I do think kids really pick up on a good comic storyline and comic timing. The one thing that I love about this show is the power in community.
Yeah.
Archibald knows he has his family, he has his community in Crack Ridge, and he depends on him. He depends on his sidekick, B, who in the book always tells her, you got to just be, man. You got to just be. He needs people around him. And I think we live in a world which really glorifies independence, which I think is also a very beautiful thing. But there's not enough attention on healthy dependence, where we need each other. We're not supposed to go through this life alone. And Archibald needs his community. And obviously during COVID, that has been a real challenge for everybody. But thank God, I used to poo-poo technology. I used to be like, it's separating us, da-da-da. Man,
imagine a world without it last year.
Right?
We wouldn't have made it.
I was in Vancouver doing this gig for 5 months in the fall. And it was very tough to be away from my family. But FaceTime saved our butts.
Yeah.
It's a game changer. It's obviously a game changer, but it's made a huge difference this year specifically.
I love that. So before we move on, this is more of just why a chicken?
Why a chicken? Oh, great question. Great question, Jordan. So why it's a chicken is for several reasons.
Okay.
What year was it? 2009, I went to an art show in LA with a friend, and I met this guy named Victor Huckabee, and he created the character Archibald. And I remember seeing Archibald on this canvas, and I didn't know Victor, but I was like, oh my gosh, I love that chicken. And I think I was drawn to this chicken because I was a big Beaker fan from the Muppets.
Yeah, okay.
I love Beaker. And Archibald's kind of shape reminded me
I was going to say the similar profiles.
And so I just like fell in love with this chicken. And somebody also brought up that I thought was really interesting as an Arrested Development cue is there's this episode in Arrested Development where people are making fun of chickens and everybody's doing a chicken dance in Arrested Development. And if you notice, my character Buster does not have a chicken dance because he has too much respect for chickens.
Oh,
so it is full
circle.
Full circle.
Yeah.
My respect.
Chickens are to be respected and admired.
Yes, they are.
Therefore, we needed another animated show about it. I respect it. I respect it.
You got it.
All right, Tony, as we like to do on this show with every guest, we like to wrap up with a little grill talk. So, first of all, are you a grilling man yourself?
I do like to grill. I'll tell you what I'm good at. Were you about to ask that?
I was going to get there, but you just knew. I like it.
This is what I'm good at, guys, and this might change, be a game changer for you. I grill pizzas.
Whoa, that is a first. All right, tell me everything.
You take your grill and you close it. Get it as hot as you can, so it would be like a stove oven thing that you have at the pizza place. Go to the grocery store, get your handmade dough, marinara, do it all, and put it on a piece of tin foil. And you spray the tin foil with cooking spray or olive oil, whatever. Spray that. Then open the grill, put it on there for like a good 4 minutes. And then if you have a top shelf on your grill, take that and put it on the top shelf, close it, so then it gets a nice kind of almost what they do to meringues, where the cheese gets a nice kind of light brown feeling, but it doesn't come directly from the heat. And that be there for another 4 minutes. Take it off. Perfecto.
Mamma mia. Wow, that is amazing. And I gotta admit, you were easily the first person to suggest pizza. Yes. Who taught you this method?
My buddy Russell Sharman, my buddy from New York. He is a master griller, and he taught me over FaceTime. Again,
technology.
Yeah.
Without technology, you could not speak to your family or make delicious pizzas. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Amazing work. Tony, thank you so much for your time for this interview. Archibald's next big thing is here. It is going to be on Peacock now. It's going to be so good. Tony, thank you so much.
Jordan, so great meeting you. You're a good man. Good man, Jordan.
Appreciate it.